Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Slight Shift Show. I am with one of my favorite people on earth. That is my classic introduction, right? And with
You gotta go
Angela.
on chat, get you some different.
But it's the truth.
Well, thank you.
Whenever I see you, it's an instant smile, right? Always happy. Sometimes when you go on a Zoom, you may not always be happy to see the person. So this is good. Right?
True.
But anyway,
I'm
so
glad that I bring joy and smiles. That's important.
you do, right? The light. You bring the light. But we're very excited. Of
It's
course,
in alignment with my life purpose. So
that's why I said that. And you even have a little light shining on you too, as well, right?
I do. Yeah. See, there's like I tried. I shut my blinds. It's
No,
just
we're
we're recording later in the afternoon than what we normally do. So
Right.
That's fine.
No, it's good. But anyway, welcome to the show. As always, our objective is to help bring some little tidbits of knowledge, ideas, strategies to help make these little shifts, because we know it's the little shifts that make the biggest differences in life, personally, professionally, health related, parenting, and most important, relationships, which is exactly what we are going to chat about today. About how do you handle, or what are the slight shifts that we need to make so that we don't get upset? Is that a good way to say it? The
number two must never get angry,
That's right.
But yeah, I think it's very easy to get upset or stressed or frustrated or annoyed. Really, like the littlest things in the grand scheme of life. Like they're like these like little tiny things. But I see people that get so bothered and like irritated by these little tiny things. So that's what we're going to talk about, is all the little tiny things. And what are some things that we can do to have a slight shift to help us let it go or get over it. Don't make me start singing, because I will.
But to manage that, right? To manage these, I guess, how do you say it? Like the little nuances of a relationship, right? I mean, background, right? So for me, I've been married right now. I have to know this if she ever listening to this. 5893 was my anniversary. I do that for, I should, certain codes of my life so I don't forget. But 5893, so it's 1993. This is 2026. That's 33 years I've been married. 33 years. I've annoyed her so much. She's been the master of shifts.
You've had many years.
Many years, right?
Many years to annoy. And I would be willing to bet if Kathy was on here, a lot of those things probably started right away.
Let's say, there's probably some things I'm trying to think of. We've been together a lot lately because we were away and on a trip, and that's where those little annoying things really come to light.
You're just getting back from vacation mode, and I leave tomorrow.
You leave tomorrow. So for you, how long have you and Matt have been married?
8 years.
8 years. 8 years. So 33 years, 8 years. Okay. All right. So I definitely have some time. So like the honeymoon's over, right? Honeymoon's been over for us for many years. And now we're in these lifelong relationships. What are some things in your world that could get under your skin that you've had to make some shifts for?
Okay. So these are all like really silly, but there's some funny things. So you know how like you have a knife block on your countertop and like all the handles face one way. Literally, I put them in one way, and Matt puts them in the opposite way. Now, it's not like he does random, he just all of them are facing, the handles are facing one way, and then all of my handles. And so You can always tell like who did the dishes and like who put them away, right? Based off of like how the knives are facing.
I love it.
And literally just yesterday, you know, like you change the paper towel holder and you put the paper towel and you can like have it pull. Basically, it would be going like counterclockwise, or the paper towel roll would be going clockwise. And that's another one. 100% of the time, he puts it facing one way. I put it facing the opposite way. Right. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, are you both right-handed, or is he left-handed, or?
Well, that's what's interesting is we are both right-handed, but he definitely does some things with his left hand, and my dad's like this too. My dad does a lot of things with his left hand, and he always says that when he was growing up, in the environment that he was growing up, like you were not allowed to be left-handed, like you needed to be right-handed.
I've heard that.
You know?
Crazy.
And
there's something wrong with you.
He kind of like jokes around about that, but there's definitely some things. There's definitely some things that like he does left-handed, and so you know, is it left-handed, right-handed brain, right brain? Is it male brain, female brain? But it's actually funny to me.
Yeah.
I'll like go up and I'll see the paper towel roll and I'll just kind of giggle because I'm like, it's actually fascinating.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to me.
Tell you what I would do is I would take the knives, I would put half one way and half the other way, and then see if he notices.
See, he would not. He definitely. I wish I could take a page from his book because he just like doesn't see things like that. And I don't know if this is the female brain, but like the things that we see and the things that we are aware of. Man, I wish that I did not notice that he puts the paper towel roll on opposite.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, I
thought about this the other day too. Like toilet paper roll is another classic example. Like, does it go over? Does it go under? Or do you just sit it on top and wait for the next person to actually like, put it on the roll? You know.
This is all. Yeah. I'm just trying to think back with Kathy, with my wife. There's a lot of things that I don't see that is so important.
Yeah.
One of the things is this is I've learned to adapt to her. I do my best to make her happy. Sometimes not so good, but I do my best. So I have a mind where I like everything accessible. Like the perfect world for me was to do laundry and have all the clothes on the floor. So no, this would be great.
Tell me more.
Right. So, I mean, they can be folded.
Okay.
Right. But so I could literally take what I want and go.
It was inefficient to have to like open the drawer.
And like
energy.
That's right. I mean, just judge me. It's okay. But if I had that world where I could just pick it up, and even I don't know how neat your desk is, but mine is not the most neat. But I do know where everything is.
Mine's pretty neat.
It's pretty neat. Yeah, it's not bad, but no, I'm not going to show you. But it's everything. I know where everything is.
It's for a different podcast.
where if I need it, like I can grab it. Anyway, so that's kind of how my mind. I just want boom, 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 and go. She is very, very meticulous and likes everything organized. So it's like a little bit of a constant little struggle. How do I say this? She says she also likes to get things out of her head a lot, which is great. But she's not really talking to me. She's talking it out.
Yep.
And every so often I might say, no, this is going to make me sound really bad. But I say, okay. She's like, just got to get out of my head. And I would say, well, maybe you could just leave a little bit inside every once in a while.
Oh, dear.
So I think that's on her side. All right, I'll give you one more example.
I understand where she's coming from because, like, we've got a lot swirling. I took a class I don't remember what you call it, what the name of the class would be, but it was basically talking about the male brain versus the female brain. And it was describing that the female brain is like spaghetti. So it's all intertwined and we can remember everything and we can connect everything. And so, and it's long and it's deep and it can all like, it's just like jumbled together and there's a lot going on there. Whereas a male brain is more like a waffle. So it's like compartments, very like compartmentalized. And so like, as an example, if you came home late, in your mind, you're like, I was late one time because you're in your little compartment. Meanwhile, in her brain, her spaghetti brain is connecting all the times that you've been late. And you're like, no, you've been late this and this and this and this, and this all the way back to 1987 or whatever, you know, like
exhausting.
Yes. And so like the spaghetti brain just kind of, there's just like a lot going on. So I can relate to how she is, because sometimes I'm like that too. I just think there's so much that I just need to talk. But like my husband, he's a doer. Like he wants to get things done, right? And so it's very hard for him to just listen without like wanting to like take action, you know, and like let's go, you know.
Yes, I completely understand. I completely.
I'm like, no, just hear all my dumb thoughts. That's it. I just want to get out.
And I do. I don't want to sound like I'm insensitive. I really do. I mean, I'll give you an example. The other day, I do my own laundry. I don't really like to do my laundry, but I do it, right? And I do fold it, and I do put it in my drawers, right? But I have to get it done right away, because if I don't get it done right away, it'll end up being in a basket for a long time. But which is okay too, because I can just grab it really easy. But anyway, so I go to the laundry, and there are these new containers with different color, like blue and then yellow, with this cute little cup that you press the button. And for some reason, she felt the need to buy these things so they're like not the regular dish soap, whatever, the detergent, where I just figured it out. I know what to do. Yep. But I switch it up and
so
put them in
like a fancy container, so it's all like nice and organized and labeled and
these containers, and now I don't know what to do. I don't know how much to pour in, and I'm like, I said, what the hell's going on? Like, what happened? And she goes, oh, I wanted it to look neat. Meanwhile, the other containers are right next to it.
But I understand.
So now, all right, explain it to me. Help me. Because I'm like, why couldn't we just keep it as it was? Because now I have to figure out how much to put in, how to do it. It's a whole new set of skills that I don't have.
our brains are just like, okay, so I just had to have work done. I just had to have work done on my car.
Okay.
And in my car, I have a turbocharger and a supercharger.
Okay.
I'm not a car person, but I think that's right. So anyways, I needed new spark plugs, and it all came down to like what type of gas you're putting in your car. And, you know, if it says minimum octane this, like, do you really have to do that? Blah, blah, blah. And so like my car does have a minimum octane level. And I like didn't know what that meant. So I was having a whole conversation with Google AI about it, so I could like understand what it was and whatever. But it was basically saying to me that when you have something that is like too powerful, and you're not giving it the right environment, it will like misfire and like spark and like kick and jump. And so I think that's how a lot of women's brains are. Like we have incredibly powerful machine up here in our brains,
but it misfires.
I literally, this just happened to me a couple days ago. I texted Matt and I was like, I'm like paralyzed by, like, there was just a lot. There was dishes, there was stuff on the countertop, stuff on the table, and it was literally like my brain misfired. It like could not handle
because of the stuff on the counter and all that. Yeah, same with Kathy.
it wasn't neat, it wasn't organized, and like I literally like could not think clearly. So for her, I'm the same way. Like I like things to be labeled and neat and organized. And what's nice like about Matt and I is we actually have like he's an incredibly organized and systematized person as well, but in different areas. So we like complement each other really well because what I'm systemized and organized about, he's not, and what he's systemized and organized about, I'm not. And so it's like a really nice like blend together. But yeah, so it's kind of like the spark plugs are like misfiring because there's a mismatch between.
There's definitely a mismatch on this end because where you and Matt were like this, Kathy and I are a little bit like this, where we're misfired because I'm about efficiency, get it done, but don't change it on me because I finally figured out how to do my laundry. So I figured out how to do my laundry, and now there's a whole
on your toes.
Totally keeping me on the toes.
She's keeping your mind fresh, keeping it learning new things.
All right, so for all the listeners, I forgot we're on a podcast. I thought we were just having a conversation. but if you think about it, like I don't understand the logic, and maybe you could help explain. Talk about the shifts that like drive me nuts. We have two containers, the detergent and the other thing that you put in there, fabric softener, right? Mm-hmm. It's blue and it's yellow containers. Okay. She takes the stuff out of those and dumps it into these clear containers.
Yeah, because it looks better.
Looks better, and it's on the washing machine, and it looks great. There's no question.
Yes, we feel calmer when things are organized and look better.
But isn't having 4 things more clutter than 2 things?
Well, so is the reason why the other 2 bottles are there is because they couldn't all fit into the clear container? Is that part of the issue?
Yes. So now we have 4 bottles, which in my world, from my perspective, not only are you...
So here, hang on. I've got the shift. I've got it. Okay. I've got it. Okay. So rather than let her have her organization, because I'm with her on that one, but where your shift...
This is a losing battle for me.
No, here's the thing. She actually set you up for success because you've got Chris's bottles and you've got Kathy's bottles. Right?
That's it. I got it.
You got yours, his and hers. Like, easy.
But, all right, that helps. That helps. I just don't understand. I don't have my, all right. So that's the shift. Like, so how do I handle that?
So I think a lot of times you come across these things that like, how do I handle that? Like, I understand that it would be, if she's okay with there being 4 bottles, easy peasy. You got Chris's bottles and Kathy's bottles. It's when she like is not okay with the 4 bottle, like then I could like understand. But like if you've got some right there, just use that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my schedule is busy. And I'm a pretty positive person, but I don't like doing laundry. I really don't like it. I don't know why. People look at laundry as meditation. And I know it doesn't require a lot of effort. I know. Yeah, I know, right? They say folding laundry is meditation. It's not meditation.
Can we have them as a guest so we can understand?
There's a whole psychological thing there. So again, and I'm all for being neat and everything and organized, but I'm so busy that now I have to stop and figure something else out. So anyway, long story short, I do say it's great. It's beautiful. You're right. I'm wrong.
Yeah. So I'm already going to give my final shift. We're not to the end,
Good.
But I'm going to give my final shift. It's have a little more compromise. And so, So here's the funny thing. So like the paper towel roll, I just flip it over. He doesn't even know.
Yeah.
He doesn't put it that way because that's the way he likes it. That's just
innate.
It's just, it's whereas me, I'm like, I like it this way because it's more efficient to grab it that way. You know, my mind very much is similar to you in that regard.
Yes.
And so I just flip it. And the knives, I just flip them. Like he has no clue that I even do it.
I still think you should do half knives one way, half knives the other way. You notice
that would drive me nuts, though.
Or would he notice?
No.
No.
That's the thing. Like he doesn't put them that way, like on purpose.
Yeah.
Whereas like I intentionally turn them a certain way because it looks better to me.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's having a little bit more compromise and a little bit more of seeking to understand. So like I know that if I flip the paper towel roll, he's never going to know I did it. It's not going to irritate him. It's not going to upset him. And so just flip it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like he's doing it on purpose just because he knows I do it the opposite way or whatever. You know what I mean? Literally, I will flip it and he will have no clue for the entire rest of the roll that because to him it's just grabbing a paper towel, you know?
Yes.
And so we have all these like little like
nuances
about us that I also think doing a little bit more of just kind of like being honest with ourselves. Like if the paper towel roll bothers me that much, then I have to be honest with myself and be willing to accept I'm just going to flip it. It's not up to him.
Yeah.
Like if I'm the one that's bothered, not him, like why is that then his problem? Do you know what I mean?
Good point. Good point.
And so I think we place blame a lot on other people for causing us irritation or stress or anxiety. But if you really kind of like peel back the layers of the onion, unless it's done like intentionally to irritate you, you know, like that's a difference. That's a whole different podcast, you know, but chances are like they don't throw the clothes on the floor to, or maybe some people do, but like most of the time it's because we're just literally unaware, you know, like we have these little quirks and these little things. And so you have to accept them within each other, but you also have to accept them within yourself too.
And I think that if you do not accept them, that there's a lot bigger issues going on in the relationship.
100%.
Right? Because I know like it was funny. Like when she changed them, I just couldn't even comprehend like why.
No, here's what you gotta do.
If it's not broken, don't fix it, right?
You gotta make a label. Chris's and Kathy.
Yeah, I'm going to. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the label on the nice one for me. And then no, I mean, like that's some of the things like I love about her, like obviously, because she definitely, and you know what her answer was? Well, I wanted to keep, I think you said that too. I wanted to keep it interesting. That's exactly what you said.
Yes. Our brains never shut off. Like
no.
It's kind of maddening, you know, in a lot of ways, but they literally just never shut off.
No, it was definitely, you know, there's a saying that we had, and we've talked, and you probably heard it, is like a lot of people make their rules that they have in the relationships very hard to meet and easy to break, which basically, right? So hard to meet means it's going to be very difficult for that other person, in my case, Kathy, to live up to what I believe. And that the second she doesn't do it, then I'm going to get upset.
Yeah.
Right. And like you said, number 2, eliminate anger. Right. That's the recipe for disaster. But the idea is like you make the rules that you have in a relationship easy to meet and hard to break.
Yeah.
And in that case, the situations that we're dealing with our spouses, it's funny. We got Matt and Kathy. I don't even know what the heck we're talking about here. But the you know they're not a big deal.
They're
right?
really so silly. And the other thing that you tell yourself too is like there's thousands of different ways to load a dishwasher.
That's right.
The way that my mind works to load a dishwasher is going to be different than how somebody else's works to load a dishwasher. Doesn't mean it's easy to like watch somebody else load the dishwasher, especially
Or make a bed. Or make a
bed, or fold the lawn. Folding. Yeah. There's many different ways to fold a towel or a t-shirt or whatever, So there's so many of these like little things. And so one takeaway that you can walk away with right now is the next time somebody does something that is like irritating or like, oh gosh, they put the knives in the wrong way. There's two ways to put the knives in the knife box. Right. Right. One isn't right and one isn't wrong. They're just they're different. And so there's multiple ways to fold. There's multiple ways to do laundry. There's multiple ways to vacuum or to clean or to whatever. And at the end, were the dishes clean? If the answer is yes, then just be grateful. Were the clothes folded and hopefully not in a ball and wrinkly? If the answer is yes, then just be grateful. And if they're not folding it the way that you would, then you do it. It's not the other person's responsibility unless that's what you're paying them for. Then that's different, right?
That's
you
not
give
the
feedback. But so that's something we all can take away with right now is like just to remind ourselves, nope, back off. There's two different ways to put paper towels on the paper towel roll, and, tomato.
and I think just the idea is like, it's just not a big deal. No. I remember a long time ago, I was teaching Taekwondo, and it was this adult women's group. They were all women, like 15 women. And I was a young instructor. I was probably 30, 31 years old. My wife was in the class. My mother was in the class at times. Imagine teaching a class with your wife, your mother, and 14 other women. It was very difficult to do things right. But anyway, I did it and I taught them. And then we changed the curriculum, such a minor little thing of the curriculum. And then I literally felt like I was on on a trial. Like I got attacked. Not physically, but I got like, why are you doing that? Da, 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 da. I was very aggressive. And and one woman, her name was Nancy. She was the oldest of the group at that time. She was in her 50s. And she says, what's wrong with everybody? This is not like we're like trying to figure out how to cure a world cancer. It's just one little tiny shift. It's one little tiny shift. No big deal. And then she was able to calm down the whole entire room. And I think sometimes we as people can get a little emotional about something that has no meaning or no merit or no influence on our worlds or lives. And like you said in the very beginning, we have to be like Elsa and what?
Let it go.
Just let it go. It's not a big deal.
Be grateful you have paper towels.
And be grateful that you have a partnership where they switch the laundry detergent things to make you kind of
it's aesthetically pleasing when you walk into that room.
It is. I'm going to send a picture. It is very aesthetically pleasing when you see it. And I'm going to put my name.
It's Zen. There's feng shui or whatever,
Yeah. And anyway, that is actually, I learned a lot from this podcast. I never knew that the women's minds.
I hope our listeners do too.
Yeah, but I didn't know women's minds are all spaghetti and we're waffles. Like that was that's my takeaway, right? That there's a lot of stuff going on, and that's why my wife has to get it out of her head. And now I'm going to be so much more patient. Say, just okay, let's go. I'm in. Waffle iron is ready for receiving it. So
and that's really all it is, and you gotta get those intertwines out. And again, there isn't like right or wrong. I think there is power and beauty in both sides. So it's being able to bring them together to work even more powerfully together as a machine, because they both have their strengths and weaknesses. And so that's where just letting all of those little things go that truly just do not matter. Like I joke around, marry someone that has like the same like bad habit as you, because I feel like in a lot of relationships, oh, they didn't put the laundry in the laundry basket, or they didn't do this, or oh my gosh, they went to bed with dishes in the sink and I just can't. And so like we all have these like little like quirks. And like the one thing that I love everything about Matt and I, but the one thing I love the most is we both like literally have the exact same like bad habits. We both do not care if we go to bed with dishes in the sink. Both don't care. Both don't care if there's clothes on the floor. Both don't care if the bed's not perfectly made. Like, we just don't care. So if you have the same bad habits, you're not going to irritate each other.
Makes it easier. I don't know if that's the case with us. I have to. No, she's the same way. But I think the most important thing is that the relationship is so strong that we have fun and we don't let those little things like get in the way.
You compromise you have compromise over what's going to cause anger or not, like
that's right. And you have control over that. And you just have to make it's just not a big deal. So
just remember, there's many different ways for something to be folded or a dish to be done or to be or whatever it is, and just let it go. So that's my final shift, is just have a little bit more flexibility and compromise.
Very good.
If the other person is doing it specifically to irritate you, like that's a whole different conversation. But chances are they're probably just blissfully unaware and have no clue. And in their mind, they're being helpful or thinking or whatever. And so be grateful.
Yeah, I agree. I like also the word blissfully unaware, because I think that would pretty much capture the essence of me at home with many things that will probably drive Kathy a little batty. So blissfully unaware. Yeah, my slight shift was just to remember.
So what you could do is you could say thank you for all of the things going through your mind and that you're constantly thinking of. And, I realize that I'm blissfully unaware, and I'm so grateful that you do all the things,
And I'm sorry that I did not understand why you had to put the things that were working perfectly well and change them on me. But it's okay.
I wanted his and hers.
That's right. That's right. His and hers. But my slight shift is just the reinforcement of keep the rules easy to meet and hard to break, so then you can keep the relationship strong and solid, because when you spend as much time as you do with your spouses, that's what's most important.
So, I love that. Repeat that one more time, because that is like so powerful.
Make sure that the rules that you have in the relationship are easy to meet and hard to break. And don't let the little thing like the things that we talked about today break the rules where it disrupts the relationship. It's just not worth it. Because at the end of the day, even children, like, Kathy and I, our logic always has been, we were together before our children. We're going to be together after our children when they're all grown up. So we always prioritized our time. Even in the midst of raising children, we would still go and do things just the two of us. So I think, and also good. Like I also know the pecking order in my home, right? It's definitely Kathy, the dogs, some of the children, and then me. And it's okay. I'm good with my place. So anyway, on that note, I want to thank everybody for joining us on today's episode, the Slight Shift Show. Definitely there was a shift from our original intention, but I think it was timely, especially because I have so much more knowledge and wisdom now when it comes to understanding the minds of Kathy and women in general. So thank you for tuning in with us. Please, if you like something that you've heard today, tune into the other episodes. We have a whole bunch of them now, and we would love it if you would share the word, share about what Angela and I have been working on. and do whatever you can to help other people make that slight shift. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll see you on our next episode.
Bye.